tell y'all what, it is a lot going on, isn't it? A lot going on. The views and opinions expressed on this channel are those of this channel and are for entertainment purposes only. Do not try this at home. And don't whine in the comments when you don't like. All right, guys, welcome back to Commish Reviews, the Queen of Reality TV, the Queen of Comedy, the Queen of Celebrity News, all the things, all the above. What is happening? Let me see. So much. NFL player Odell Beckham and comedian Druski are denying allegations in an amended. Wait, did I go too far up? Okay. Complaint filed against Sean Diddy Combs that accused the pair of, assault, making them the latest celebrities to be implicated in the embattled rapper's ongoing legal troubles. Excuse me. The lawsuit, originally filed by plaintiff Ashley Parham in October, was amended Friday to include two anonymous plaintiffs, Jane Doe, who named Beckham Jr. and Druski, born Drew Desbordes, among more than 20 defendants in an alleged 2018 incident in which Parham said she was brutally assaulted by Combs and other men in a private residence in California. In a statement posted on his social media page, Druski denied his involvement, noting that he was not yet a public figure and had no connections to the entertainment industry at the time of the alleged assault. This allegation is a fabricated lie, he wrote a post on X on Sunday night. My heart breaks for actual victims of abuse, but I'm fully confident that the evidence will expose this falsehood and the individuals who are maliciously trying to game the legal system to peddle false narratives. In a threaded reply to Druski's post on Sunday, Beckham Jr. wrote, "I am covered by God. He will prevail." The former Super Bowl champion later posted his own statement on Monday denying allegations. "There is absolutely no truth to those allegations," he wrote on X. "I do not know and have never met this person that filed the suit." Representatives for Beckham Jr. did not immediately respond to requests for comment. A publicist for Druski directed the post to his previous statement on social media. In a statement to the Washington Post, Combs' legal team denied the allegations, criticized Pam's attorney, Area Mitchell, whose Combs is suing in a $50 million defamation case, for a separate set of allegations, and pointed to a KTVU story last month in which a local sheriff's report from the date in question determined Pam's allegations were unfounded. In an attempt to salvage her claims following the investigation, debunking them, Ms. Parham has now invented an even wilder narrative, alleging a vast and facially impossible, a conspiracy between law enforcement, local civilians, and media industry players. Combs' statement reads, "Mr. Combs looks forward to having his day in court where these lies and the perverse motives of those who told them will be revealed." Mitchell, in an email to the Post, wrote, "Our lawsuit speaks for itself. We look forward to the court process." Combs, who is now facing more than 70 lawsuits while he sits in Brooklyn jail ahead of his May 5th federal trial in a racketeering and a trafficking case, denied all allegations against him. Now, Parham's 87-page lawsuit got, wait a minute. 87-page?
Okay, but why though?
Okay. 87-page lawsuit details a lengthy and gruesome assault while she alleges Combs targeted her after she suggested he has something to do with Tupac's. This Okay. According to the complaint, Druski and Beckham Jr. joined Combs and other men in a home in Orlando on March 23rd, 2018. Afterward, the lawsuit alleges Combs and his associates were in their backyard smoking when Parham appeared in a large t-shirt concealing a weapon. amid an altercation that broke out between Combs and another co-defendant that escalated into pow, pow, pow. Parham claims that she went after Combs with the knife, grazing his. Okay, so let me. Okay. Mm, as his team begins administering first aid, the lawsuit states Parham fled the premises, encountering one of Combs' associates, who was allegedly impersonating a police officer. The lawsuit alleges she went to the hospital a few days later, where members of her treatment team conducted a kit and contacted police. Excuse me. Parham claims she provided statements to several law enforcement agencies in the weeks following the alleged attack, but her reports were never investigated. So, one of my questions is this: if she reported this to the police and has record of it, why isn't she suing the police as well? For all intents and purposes, I'm just asking. The lawsuit arrives at a pivotal moment in Druski's budding career. The online personality has become a popular comedian and actor in the last 5 years, starring in the comedy sketches in which he pretends. What does it say? Um, a popular comedian actor in the last 5 years, starring in comedy sketches in which he pretends to be different characters, including frat bros and record executives. His comedy has inspired many memes and gifs as reactions to social media posts. He has teamed up with rap artists such as Jack Harlow. Druski is one of the celebrities who competed in 2025 NBA All-Star Game and has been a constant guest and a mega influence in Kaikanai's Twitch streams. A comedy skit with Druski and Combs has more than 4 million views on YouTube. Meanwhile, Beckham, a former Super Bowl champion and three-time Pro Bowler, is now a free agent. Though he struggled to stay on the team in recent years, he's one of the more marketable NFL stars of his generation. Druski and Beckham are the latest celebrities to be added to lawsuits it refiles, which change the nature of understanding the original suits. Devontae Swing was added as a co-defendant in a separate lawsuit against Combs in October 2024. The lawsuit previously accused Combs and singer Aaron Hall of a 16-year-old, and Swing was added to the suit, according to Rolling Stone in 2025. The victim of alleged assault dismissed all the claims against Swing. Jay-Z experienced a similar scenario when the unnamed accuser refiled her lawsuit against Combs in 2024 and named Carter as a co-defendant. The women alleged that Combs and Carter in a private residence. Carter immediately denied the allegations. The woman dropped a lawsuit, both of them in February. The following month, Carter filed a lawsuit against the unnamed woman, claimed the accuser knew the allegations were false and looked to assassinate his character. So, I mean, just to be honest, what do we think? Do we think that it's another witch hunt? Um, Druski was like, in this time that's all this is happening, I was living with my mom. I didn't have any money. He was like, I had no ties to any celebrities, and probably some of the celebrities that he's tied to now weren't even celebrities. They was like the same as him in the backyard smoking by them with their homies and trying to figure out how they gonna get this lick. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing, listening to the music of P. Diddy, not even knowing the lifestyle that he has. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? So to me, and I'm just being honest, if that's what's happening, like literally you're just coming, you're just, hey, you doing, Tamika? You're just coming for him, Druski, or even, Beckham. What is what's T? You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest, what's really going on? And I mean, these things are gonna be, to drag it out. And then the whole thing about her saying she said, because she said he was involved with Tupac's unalivement, and like, who are you to get your opinion, your voice out of 1,000 people who said things about him or whoever was involved with Tupac? Like, I don't get it. One of the things that was crazy is that she said that before Druski her, he jumped on top of her, oiled body and treated like a slip and slide, knocking the wind out of her because of his enormous size. I was like, what? Then he's in the corner watching. Now, this is something that I did not know until this says that Druski previously said that he had been to some of Diddy's parties, but denied being involved in any assaults. Now, I'm only going to say this. Oh, because he even said this right here. It says he previously worked with Diddy in his network Revolt TV in 2021 on the series Sneaking In with Druski. And Beckham, meanwhile, had been seen at Diddy's parties in 2016. The woman accused Beckham of assault in 2023. But the whole thing 2018, because Druski didn't start working with Diddy until 2021. Now, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Because, what I'm saying, if Druski was getting ready to, or was in, maybe 2018 was probably that year that he was putting YouTube videos out, getting it started, and whatever hit between 2018 to 2021. But then let's play the other side of it. We could say that the reason why from 2018 to 2021 it popped off because of some, oil and water, whatever. I'm just saying. I think this whole situation is really horrible, because it's just whether these people are trying to get a money grab, or they feel like PDD is so rich that they can say they was at one of his parties, and I do believe some of this is happening. They said that they was at one of his parties, and maybe some stuff went down. Nothing bad. Maybe some things that they allowed to happen, and maybe over the years felt uncomfortable, hated that it happened. You know what I'm saying? But then when the lawsuit and all the stuff happened, people saw the opportunity. Was like, you know what, man, I've been wanting to say something for da 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 da. And now only I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna also put some stank on it and say such and such. Maybe she tried to holler at one of the actors while they was at the party, and he was like, nah, I'm just gonna add his name to the lawsuit. If you don't think these things don't happen, I'm not even saying that, everybody just telling the, that's not, I'm just telling you that's real life. I mean, the story is crazy. To slide and all that. Now, another thing too, this about did he record it with his phone? My thing is, but the phone situation, somebody got to have some copies of these videos. You can't tell me he's not the president with the red phone locked up. I mean, I don't know. I bet you some video with some stuff on it. This is the thing. If Diddy has recorded some things, recorded anybody to say, look, I'm gonna let you in the glass house. You just gotta do some tricks for me. And I gotta be able to record it. And then I will give you the keys to the kingdom. I'll make you famous. Whatever it look like. And to have that on video is a safe key. If anything, if he think he really about to go down, if he think he about to go down, all you gonna be like is release the Kraken. Baby, it's gonna be a wrap. Okay, it's gonna be we gonna probably hear stuff we will hate everybody we watch on TV. Play basketball, football. We discussed it. Not only that, people gonna get locked up. He gonna be like, it ain't gonna be just me. So I'm telling you and everybody else in the world, baby, 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 whether the people allegations is lies or not lies, if and when P. Diddy think that he's about to go down and go down bad, he will release it all of a sudden we're gonna hear him groveling and saying he's sorry and he apologizes for him having to come out and say and show all the evidence of all the things that was going on in the party. Shh, well, it's coming. You ain't gotta believe me. Because right now, PD think he can still win because of all whatever. But whenever all the little different civil suits fail and they say, bro, this is it, he gonna say, what if I could give you 20 actors, 10, 15 football players, some singers and rappers that been doing all these wrongdoing, and I got it on tape. What can I get for that? It's gonna be the same thing if they were going after the mob or going after a bunch of criminals and they had an opportunity to take out a whole bunch to one. What do you think is going to happen? I say it again. The Druski situation, and I'm just saying because I like watching Druski, but to me, the story that he's telling, and like I said, it's very plausible that he was in 2018 broke, living in his mama house, trying to record a YouTube video on his phone and figure it out, and didn't meet Diddy until 2021. 2020. I don't know. And again, he could have met Diddy at that party. And once he did what he did, then it might have came him being on his network. I don't know. I'm just talking. I don't know anything. I'm saying that before everybody crucify, let's wait for the evidence because honestly, I'm saying this again. Druski's story could be 100% true. This could be a witch hunt. The story sounds crazy to me. I mean, it does. I know it's 2025. Really, what sexual act sounds crazy, but it does sound crazy. And to me, I feel like this: if you was to assault or hurt anybody on camera, that is absolutely asinine to me. And then be confused, but you in trouble. And this is a general for a lot of people who've done this on cameras and wonder why something happened. Anyway, let me get my. I hit that like button and subscribe if y'all are new.